You see the size of these baskets and you wonder how many plants do they possibly have in there? Or is it a special kind of basket that they use? It's not. It's just a regular standard basket. This here is the 14-inch basket. And we also do 12-inch and lower. But these big mounded petunias, how many plants do we have in here?
So that's the topic for today, is taking you through on the large hanging baskets. We're just gonna focus on 12-inch and 14-inch hanging baskets and how many super petunias we put in them. So let's get right to it with the 14-inch hanging basket. That's what you see behind us. It's big, okay?
Drum roll.
The two of us are not gonna get our arms around. Yeah, I can reach over 8 feet.
And you're like 6 foot tall. So.
Yeah, so it's big. It's way bigger than it shows on camera. So in a 14-inch hanging basket, and it's about size-wise, volume-wise, I think it's like 4.7 gallons. So it's a big thing. You'll think of a 5-gallon bucket. Those 14-inch hanging baskets are pretty big. So in a 14-inch hanging basket, how many super petunia plants are we going to put in?
Super petunia, I'm going to put anywhere between 7 to 9.
And that's our general rule of thumb.
And it kind of goes, and I don't know why I always I try to experiment with what looks best. I always kind of lean a little bit. Normally I'm at like that 8.
Okay, yeah.
But if I'm putting a vine in with it, that might change my number a little bit. It's all depending on what I put in. So that's with the super petunias. If I'm
7 to 9.
Yep. If I'm doing something other that's not as vigorous, I would go towards that 9.
Okay. In a 12-inch hanging basket, how many plants?
5.
5. Generally speaking, 5 plants. And for
and
us,
you might say that's too much for a 12-inch hanging basket.
It makes it impressive, though.
It does.
We want a hanging basket that just is a showstopper. I don't want, it's okay. Why,
Can I give my explanation of 5?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I've tried 3 because I experiment with this. It's not like I just blanket do this and don't ever think out of the box.
There's a couple decades behind this.
There is.
Yeah. 1,
just not enough. 2, you've got that knob, kind of like ponytails. 3, it literally is kind of like a knob here, a knob here, a knob here, and then you have those indents. It doesn't give me that ball.
Yeah.
4, I get more of that ball shape, but then the top is still kind of sparse because, they're growing up and then they kind of fold out like this. That 5th one in the middle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one up in the middle, it forces it to grow up and then come down through everything else, making that massive, like that ball of a shape. Now, if you use something like a different petunia that's not the super petunias, their characteristics might be that they just trail down, and then it will never get that height to it.
That's a genetic thing.
That's a genetic thing.
That's just how that specific plant grows.
Correct. So we are talking about the super
These
petunias.
grow fully like a ball all the way around, but by putting in, say, 5 plants, it really grows through and it locks in. It makes it much stronger in that wind, if you have a strong rain.
You can do less, but then you might be able to throw a cat through it.
Which is not impressive. So
no, you might be able to see through it and you're like, why isn't it so thick? Well, it's not planted as heavy. And that is where, this is literally, if I try taking out this branch, I'm going to take out a lot because it's literally locked into each other, making those flowers poke through colors that, isn't just one big blob right here. So if I had the white and it was just one big blob of white, I'd look like a polka dotted basket.
Sure.
Where this is forcing it to grow out through in different areas.
So let's talk a little bit about colors. So we call this tricolor because we have the snowdrift, the white, the bubblegum pink, and we use the paradise. That's a little hotter pink. There is also, and this is all in this Vista series from Proven Winners. So the Proven Winners Vista series, that's kind of the most aggressive series. We absolutely love them. We call this a tricolor because it has those 3 colors in it. We found, again, this is over decades of experience in the greenhouses doing thousands of these a year. We found that the white is very prolific.
It is.
So It's not an
It'll
exact.
almost take over in some instances.
So with a 14-inch hanging basket like this,
I
we
might
don't
put
do
in just 2 of them.
Yeah, we don't do an even like 3 bubblegum, 3 paradise, and 3 white, because the white can really, I don't know if it takes over or that just because it's stark white, it shows so much more. So we actually bring the white down. So maybe 3 bubblegum, 3 paradise, and 2 pink.
Right.
And in a 12-inch hanging basket,
I might just put 1 maybe right in the center.
yeah,
Because the rest, like I said, they're going to start growing up
they'll go
into
through.
each other.
Yeah.
And it doesn't end up being a white cap. It just, it
Yeah.
looks more natural.
So that's just a kind of a tip. If you're thinking about, doing your own hanging baskets, think about that. If you don't want that white to be so prolific, do less of it. Don't just,
But if you do want more white,
yeah,
then you switch it up.
Yeah.
It really comes down to preference of what do you want the colors to look like. Like I wanted this to be that mixture of colors, that the 3 colors kind of blended all together. I didn't want just hot pink. I didn't want just light pink.
Yeah,
I wanted to have that whole brightness of it. And they turn out fantastic.
oh yeah, they are super impressive.
So we talked about the advantages of, them locking together, which helps with the wind. They don't get tossed around as much. You can see when the wind blows with this, the whole basket moves as a whole, not just just this section. So it locks in together. It forms that big ball. It does form a lot of roots. And you might say, doesn't it get root bound? We're talking a lot of soil.
Yeah.
You are talking
again,
a lot of soil.
Close to 5 gallons of soil, and good quality soil. Not
Right.
this. We're using a good greenhouse grade soil, not the stuff that you're walking into the big box retailers. We're using good quality soil. So I say root bound is not an issue, because
I say
she's more cautious. I'm not.
I've got a different take on it.
Yeah, and that's fine. We have different opinions professionally.
Yep.
Mine is good soil, good care, good fertilizer. Don't worry about it. It's not a thing. Obviously, it doesn't matter at all. If those 3 things line up, you don't need to worry about it.
So here's my take on it. Root bound is a thing when you're talking a smaller container.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't have that soil in there to start that plant out with that heavy root growth. Because when the plants are just starting to form in that basket and before they start blooming and getting all the greens, they're forming all those roots. And if you're too small to start with, the root bound is an issue. If you have a lot of soil and room for that plant to grow into over summer, then no, I don't think it is an issue. When you start getting into fall, it's not putting the growth into the roots as much. It's putting it into blooming. It's putting it into the greenery.
Sure.
So there's my take on it is it's not a thing as you get further into the season, but initially in that April, May, June, you need to have enough soil because if you don't.
But that's a container issue. That's an appropriately sized container.
Right.
And that's why you will not find Super Petunias at Sharky's in a 10-inch hanging basket because it's not appropriate. They're way too big for that. They're just not going to perform because they're going to overgrow a 10-inch hanging basket.
Too soon.
Yeah, way right soon. Off the bat. And I know for that customer then, all they're going to do is water morning, noon, and night because it's too much and so it's not appropriate. That's why we only put Super Petunias in 12-inch and above hanging baskets because that's, to me, the 12-inch hanging basket, that's really your starting point of where it's appropriate for that size.
And you're talking about that initial root growth.
Yeah.
Like that surge of the plant trying to figure out its space and then go and start blooming and setting all these beautiful blooms and the growth in it.
Yeah.
So that's our different takes on it. I think we're saying the same thing. It's just timeline of
just different views.
Defining when that root growth is.
And the theory behind it. So anyway, but again, to reiterate, 12-inch hanging basket, we do usually 5 plants, a 14-inch hanging basket, usually 7 to 9 plants for that hanging basket. And that's going to give you a really nice looking
and make sure your vigor is similar. So I would not stick a Super Petunia in with a geranium.
Yeah.
Um,
The geranium's going to go bye-bye because it's going to roll.
it's going to choke it
It's
out.
going to roll right over it.
These don't choke each other out. They actually work together and form that unity.
They have that same vigor.
They do.
And that's what you have to look for in plants. There's not many that I would mix with the Vista Super Petunia series because it's so vigorous.
You would need a very vigorous, like if you're going to put a Calibrachoa or Verbena, or you'd have to have a very vigorous one.
And I can't name one that I would think that I would mix with these. I could think of like
we did
potato vine
this spring, and they turned out beautiful.
Yeah,
but
will that last into
then
July,
I went
August?
Like one Super Petunia.
Yeah,
and then I did other stuff with it. I didn't do.
Yeah, but like potato vine is very vigorous.
Mm-hmm.
That would do well. But I would really stay in my lane with Vista series because they're going to all kind of have that same vigor. I wouldn't try mixing, like, oh, but I like this color petunia. Yeah, but it's not in that series, and it's probably going to get squashed out.
We did a basket this year that had a Super Petunia Evola.
Oh yeah, the volvulus. Yeah, it was something new for us. We had never tried it. James Britannia.
Britannia. And it choked out.
Yeah, they just didn't survive.
The vulva.
Yeah.
And the other ones, the Super Petunia just took over. It was like a mass, and then there was a few little like pokes at the very bottom. It wasn't. To
me, it was. It just didn't work. Yeah.
It basically became a Super Petunia basket.
Yeah, it choked those out. They're gone. They died out because
it looked good.
It just rolled off.
Like initially, it was like, oh,
like
this
early.
is gonna be so cool.
Like April and May.
Yeah.
They looked good, but. Once those petunias got going, it just snuffed them right out, and it's like, well, okay, we paid for those plants, but they didn't pan out, so why even put them in there? So yeah, it's a live and learn, and that's again, that's just with experience. That's what we find out, especially with greenhouses, and you're doing maybe 100 of those at a time, and it's like, only a few of them survive, so it's not appropriate, to
it's
do
not that they didn't survive; they just survived with like a certain plant.
Well, yeah, you would have a whole sea of the petunia of colors, and you'd have one of the other plants that's like, well, it made no presence at all. So I just don't think it was appropriate. Like that doesn't have the same vigor, obviously, end game.
Right.
That it looks good early on, but the 3 months of the year,
to have these gorgeous baskets well into summer. We don't want to sell you something and then have you turn around in a month and be like, oh, it just didn't do.
Yeah, we want.
Because they grow and they, do you see these guys swinging? The wind's pretty good. So you can see this is not AI. We get asked that a lot.
Is that AI?
Look at how you're 6 foot and this is
It's
huge.
big. They're big. Yeah, they're impressive. A lot of curb appeal with these.
There is a lot of curb appeal. So if you're looking for curb appeal, then go ahead and put a few more plants in that basket if necessary and see what happens. And make sure you fertilize because that's going to push that growth and get those blooms to come out.
They need the nutrients.
They do.
No nutrients, you're not going to have an impressive show of color because they need the nutrients to push out those flowers.
And if you have questions on the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer, on watering them, on deadheading them, on really anything dealing with plants, go to the Sharky's Greenhouse YouTube channel and type in and then put Sharky's behind it and it will pop up all those videos.
Yep. So we have lots of helpful how-to videos at our Sharky's Greenhouse channel, like hundreds. So that is your resource, and it's there, it's free, and all that information is there for you. We're giving you that professional advice from decades of experience and raising hundreds of thousands of flowers annually. So, all right.
Excellent.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.